Good morning.
Hello.
So I just finished reviewing the final edit of the blog we wrote about you, introducing you, but I thought it would be a little fun to have them actually get to meet you, see you, hear your voice, since you don't get to come out and introduce yourself and shake hands like you would normally. So, hi everyone out there. This is officially Madison.
Hello.
So Madison, in case you didn't get to read it or you skipped right to the video like I usually do, Madison is a international business major at the University of Tampa, and she is our summer intern this year.
Yeah.
So obviously this summer has come with some pretty interesting hurdles. Noe Wealth has been able to work remotely and virtually since even before I joined 2 years ago. So we were pretty much able to handle the shift. But I imagine that it's pretty different interning and going into this brand new environment from scratch, working from home. Madison, how's it been for you?
Yeah, it's definitely been a little bit different from what I'm used to. I'm still in college, so I'm used to going into classes, interacting with people all day. I've also had an internship before this, used to going into the office, interacting with, all the supervisors, managers, and getting input from them on the work I'm doing. So it's been a little bit different working from home, but I'm lucky enough to have to be working for you guys, such a great team, because I haven't really felt the disconnect. Whereas I feel that some people, my friends I've talked to, they've felt like they've kind of been on their own during this time. So it can be lonely. I'm sitting in my sister's old bedroom working by myself, but I haven't felt the disconnect that I feel that this pandemic has caused, because I've been so connected with you guys on a day-to-day, in meetings all day with different committee teams, and just chatting with people casually. So it's been different, but it hasn't been, the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine a lot of people had like lost their internships
Mhm.
because of being on lockdowns and companies who had to scramble. So we're glad that we're glad we weren't in that situation.
Yeah.
We're glad we
And
get to work with you.
it definitely, I think, has a lot to do with the industry that we're in. So it doesn't have, I mean, obviously it's very client facing and you want to meet clients one-on-one, but it's also something that you can do online and through your computer, and the back end work. So I'm lucky enough that I was able to intern for in an industry where it's possible to do this work, and I see it impacting the future of how the work is done, knowing that we can work from home successfully and still meet the client's needs and still accomplish all of our tasks.
Yeah, a work-life balance is really important to us, Novi Wealth, and in general, Bob has really been championing this, like making sure that we're safe and we're comfortable. You joined us for your first chair yoga session this past Monday, right? So that all started because we actually did real yoga last year, but we really enjoyed having that time together where we weren't necessarily focusing on the work aspect. We wanted to bring some balance into it. Have you felt like that's possible going on the work-life balance, I guess, of it all in school, in work? Like, what do you see as trends that might be happening?
Yeah, I definitely think that it's going to shift a lot of key dynamics as part of work, because it's hard to transition from my sister's old bedroom and then, okay, I just walk downstairs and it's dinner time and then I go to bed. So staying in the house all day, and especially, I mean, we're in a pandemic now, but once it's over, are people going to still go out as much? So I think that it's very important to have the office space and the interactions with your coworkers. But I mean, it works this way as well, but I just don't see it being like a long-term solution. So it's important to, have our yoga sessions and connect virtually as much as we can. But in the long run, I think that will kind of shift the dynamic of work. It'll start to be more individual work rather than collaborative. So that's something to be on the lookout for. You don't want, in certain industries, to have too much individual work.
Yeah. We do like the team approach here. It's why we do make the effort to do some things throughout the day, have our committee meetings and internal meetings, and just check in with each other because it's important. Um, so last question, in general, besides the interning at Novi, you know, I know we're fantastic and I'm your favorite. Shh, don't tell anyone. Um, Besides all of that, what are you doing to keep yourself occupied during lockdown?
Yeah, so I've actually started to take up serious exercise. Serious, I say, because I tried to exercise in the past, but I would always give up a week into it. So this time around, I'm taking it very seriously. So, and I've had the opportunity to really focus because when you can't really go out and do much, what else do you have left to do except to lose weight and get fit? So I've been learning how to exercise properly. I have a new boxing bag and gloves, so I've been taking up some of that. And really just trying to enjoy nature. So that's something that I haven't really taken the time in my life to stop and admire. So when I go on walks with my dog, just taking a moment to breathe because it can all get really overwhelming, especially, I have one more year left of school, but I don't really know how that year's going to look, if it's going to be in-person classes, if I'm going to be doing the virtual. So there's a lot of questions. So just kind of taking it slow and working on myself.
Good. We love to hear that. Although we have another dog person, I swear we don't even ask that question during like any of the interviews, and I'm like the only one who's never had a dog.
That's a great question. Have you had a dog?
Well, thank God they didn't ask it during my interview, right? Because I only have the cat, and I had ferrets at one point, but no dogs. All right, guys. Well, we hope that you learned a little bit about Madison and you enjoyed seeing her gorgeous face. I know I did. We will talk to you again soon. Be on the lookout for more videos. We got a great response to the first one, so we hope you like the content. Have a great day and stay safe.
Bye, guys.